All right, let's talk about something huge. Forget trying to invent the next shiny new thing from scratch. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on $1 billion opportunity that's literally hiding in plain sight, right in the heart of one of the UK's fastest growing cities. I mean, just think about that for a second. It's a really powerful question, isn't it? Because right now, all around us, there's just so much value that's locked up, sitting there, idle, doing nothing. So this whole explainer, it's about finding the key to unlock all that potential and actually turning it. Okay, so this quote right here, this is basically the entire playbook. It's the secret sauce. It tells us that the problem isn't that we don't have enough stuff, enough meeting rooms, enough kitchens, you name it. The real problem is that they're not connected. It's a massive failure in coordination. And you know what they say? Where there's a big problem, there's an even bigger opportunity. You know, every great story has a villain, right? Well, the villain in this story isn't some person. It's invisible. It's this force that creates billions, literally billions, in economic dead weight. It's all the wasted potential of the physical world right under our noses. And this is what that villain actually looks like in the real world. Think about that hotel conference room that's only ever used on a Tuesday, or the restaurant kitchen that's completely dark from midnight till noon, or that industrial workshop that's only running one shift a day. That's it. That's our villain. All this space that should be making money, but just isn't. Yeah, and this chart just shows you how massive this problem really is. See that huge idle hours slice? That's just pure untapped cash. We're talking commercial kitchens sitting empty for like 40 to 60% of the day. Can you imagine if you couldn't access your bank account for half the day? It's nuts, but that's exactly what's happening with these physical assets. Okay, so we've got our villain, this massive waste of space. Now we need a place to fight it. A laboratory, right? A place where we can test our key and prove that we can unlock all this hidden value. And that place, you might be surprised to hear, is Milton Keynes. So why Milton Keynes? Why there? Well, because it's the perfect storm of opportunity. It's one of the UK's fastest growing cities for starters. It was literally designed to be efficient. Plus, it's packed with a mix of big corporate HQs and small businesses. But here's the real kicker. The whole London tech scene just kind of ignores it. That makes it the absolute perfect place to prove this model works. So we've got our city, our lab. But you can't just take over a whole city overnight, right? You need a smart entry point, a beachhead. And for us, that's the event and leisure market. And we're not just dipping a toe in, we're launching a three-pronged attack to win it. And we're starting smart. Milton Keynes is full of big corporate employers. So what's their biggest headache? Finding good meeting rooms and places for offsites. We start there. Why? Simple. Those bookings are high value, they have the biggest ticket price, and the demand is super predictable. It's the perfect foundation to build from. So here's the game plan, laid out in 3 simple steps. First, we lock down the corporate venues. That becomes our cash flow engine. Then we use that momentum to branch out into creative studios for all the podcasters and content creators out there. And finally, we tap into all the empty sports facilities during their off-peak hours. See how it works? Each step fuels the next, building this incredible local network. Now this is why the timing is perfect. Just look at this map of the competition in MK. It's basically empty. All the big national guys, they're barely here. They've got no one on the ground, no local connections, no trust. The door is wide open for someone to come in and just own this market. So yeah, the gap is obvious. But just because there's an open field doesn't mean you automatically win. You win by being smarter. We win because we've studied the playbook. We know what works, and maybe more importantly, what doesn't work. And this right here is probably the biggest lesson of all. Look at the old way of doing things. You want to open 5 locations. You need what, £40 million to buy the buildings? It's insane. Our way, we can light up over 50 locations for less than £1 million. Why? Because we don't own the bricks and mortar. We own the demand. We own the transaction. It's a total game changer. And this is so important. We are not just another website with a list of rooms. That's not the business. Our real product is trust. We're the ones handling the insurance, the compliance, all the boring but critical stuff. This trust layer is everything. It's what makes people feel safe to book, and it's what creates a massive barrier that a simple listing site could never, ever cross. Okay, so winning the event in leisure space, that's just step 1. That's our beachhead. Once we nail that in Milton Keynes, prove the model works, get the money flowing, then the real fun begins. Then we expand. And here's how we get to massive scale. Year 1, we absolutely own event and leisure in Milton Keynes. Done. Year 2, we launch vertical number 2. Year 3, number 3. And by year 4 and beyond, we take this playbook, this proven city-in-a-box model, and we just stamp it out in 10 more underserved cities across the UK. And this expansion isn't just throwing darts at a board. It's all strategic. We go into commercial kitchens next. Why? Because a ton of our hotel and event partners already have them. It's the easiest upsell in the world. From there, we head up the industrial workshops, tapping into all those small businesses at MK. Each new market we enter leverages the relationships and the tech we already built, creating this powerful, unbeatable local ecosystem. So let's just pull back for a second. Remember where we started with that one idea about a coordination failure? Well, everything we've just walked through, that is the step-by-step plan to solve that massive problem and to do it at scale. And if you want to understand just how big this is, just look at this number. 2.3 billion pounds. And get this, that's not the whole pie. That's just one slice. That's only the market for flex meeting and event spaces. The total opportunity is many, many times bigger than that. Because really, that's the ultimate vision here. We're not just building another booking app. We're building a whole new operating system for our cities, a way to make them smarter, more efficient, and to unlock their full potential for everyone who lives and works in them. Look, the case studies prove this model works. The data shows the demand is screaming for it. The competition isn't even on the field yet. So really, there's only one question left, isn't there? Who's going to be the one to actually build it?